Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is B from Kongs R Us, and welcome to The Next Level. This is my weekly podcast show where we bring you next level things, guests, community members, or just plain old stories that we wanted to share because it's a Thursday evening. And I wanted to confess that, yes, once again, if you saw the thumbnail title, I have pre ordered an Arcade1Up cabinet not once but twice. And there was a reason for this. And the last time I did this was a confession that I made a year ago, almost around the same time frame, around September. Big Blue was the pre-order date. So here's what had happened with the Big Blue orders, where Arcade1Up.com was doing some direct sales, and I had pre-ordered it from Arcade1Up.com, and it said like, "Hey, we were gonna have a mid-September release for Big Blue." And so from there, I was like, "Great, I have it in." And I think it was probably like the same day or the next day where GameStop also had a Big Blue order, but it said released mid to late August. And I was like, "Oh, that's like a 3-week difference from getting the cabinet." And being the impatient guy that I was, because I really wanted to play Big Blue online, check it out, be one of the quote unquote first to get it so I can give my review of it and really get it. Because 3 weeks kind of makes a difference in the world of YouTube and covering content and stuff. So the earlier you are to get a cabinet, the more stuff you can do a review for it. Um, so I ordered from GameStop, and then, of course, GameStop being the most reliable place to order your Arcade1Ups, I placed my order there. Did it actually come in mid to late August like they had originally promised on their website? Because if it's on the internet and if it's on the website, you got to know that it's 100% accurate, right? Well, GameStop, if you didn't know, is historically bad for fulfilling their actual dates that they put on their pre-orders. So it didn't come until about early September. And there was this weird window of what had happened where I got my shipping notification thinking it was from GameStop, and then I was like, great. And then I canceled my Arcade1Up order because I got my shipping notification for GameStop first. I was like, I'm just gonna keep both of them, and then whichever one comes first, I'm just gonna cancel the other one. And so, long story short, I got the GameStop version of it, but I got a second one that showed up at my door, and it happened to be the Arcade1Up one that I ordered and canceled. I already had gotten refunded for it, but they had still shipped it because it was still showing in their system that they owed me one. And a lot of people asked me, like, what did you do with that extra Big Blue? You should give it to me. You should do a giveaway. At one point, I was like, I was going to ship it to Glenn if he wanted it because it was the time where his house got flooded. And I was like, I have an extra cabinet. If I can keep it, I will send it back to you. At the time, actually, I didn't have a strong relationship with John D at the time as I do now, in terms of like just messaging him and getting a response. I actually messaged him and asked, John, like, I have this extra cabinet that I didn't pay for, and like, what do I do with it? And he's like, oh, I don't know. And then, like, if they don't say anything, keep it. And I'm like, ah. And so I did, in my conscious mind, the thing that I felt was right to do. And I contacted Arcade1Up support and said, hey, I got this. What do you want me to do? And then in my mind, if they said keep it, it's too much like worth it to ship it back, then I'll be like, okay, at least I let them know. And then I got the cabinet. But of course, they were like, oh, thanks for letting us know. Please drop it off at your freaking UPS store and ship it back to us. So I had to drag the cabinet to my local UPS store, pick the whole thing up, put it on the counter for them to weigh it. And then, it got shipped back to Arcade1Up. No cost to me or anything, obviously. I just had to take the time for me to like lug it by myself into my car and drop it off and pick it back. So that's the Big Blue story from last year. And before I get into my story of this year, which is a very, very similar story, if you saw the themes that I just mentioned about Big Blue, it's all the same things that are happening here in Marvel vs. Capcom. So I want to say hello to the chat really quickly. Hello. MG says, hi, will be by a 399 BitLake stuck on the bidet. I'm not sure about that. Art Davison, what's up? Endless One Up is here. Biggie D is here as well, saying no online. Huge Black Friday sale for MVC2 and Blitz. I'm going to talk a little bit about what I think about that. Christian Saints Endless Pro version is coming up soon. You're starting a new job on Monday. Congratulations. Ooh, your MBC2 has been waiting for pre-order forever. What's going on? Good for you. Hey, Rhea, good to see you. NBC2 has been waiting and shipped forever. Okay, all right. So let's get into the story about if you are still on the fence for getting a Marvel vs. Capcom 2, there was a pre-order debacle, if you will. When Marvel vs. Capcom 2 came out on September 8th for pre-orders, it sold out quick, like instantaneously in a few minutes on the Arcade1Up Direct website. And people that wanted to order from Arcade1Up Direct, they could not because there was a small quantity for those that got it, like CT Jason. Congratulations. The majority of people did not. They had to fight it out with other people to get their pre-order in. Luckily, that same day, you had Best Buy put up their order. So waves of people ordered through Best Buy. I would say the majority of people that wanted to put in a pre-order that day got it through Best Buy. Moat got it through Best Buy. I got it through Best Buy. Several other people that wanted the cabinet got it through Best Buy as the waves and waves went on. I feel bad because the Target pre-order people, the people that ordered it weeks ago from when they weren't supposed to put it up, like 19K Fox, today got his pre-order canceled. And Fox, if you're listening and watching, Fox, there you are. Fox, can you come on and tell the story about what happened to your cabinet? I'm really curious. If anybody else has a pre-order story and wants to share it, putting a link into the chat, you're more than welcome to come on and say hello. Fox got his Target pre-order canceled. So now he's like panicking and wanting to find a new place to order it from. Of all places, he found a place on Home Depot that had it too. But there's this wave of the initial pre-orders. It sold out quick from every vendor retailer. Walmart sold out quick. Best Buy was going through waves, and it was hard to get. So the demand was there. Was the supply there? It was not at the time. But what this told Arcade1Up to do was to put in more orders so that they could have a second wave of shipment coming in, and that more retailers finally would increase their orders. So I think the first orders that we saw for like the second wave was from Shop Hippo. Many people may not have ordered from Shop Hippo, but they've had a pre-order link for at least a couple of weeks now. And yeah, you could order from Shop Hippo for a December delivery date. And then as of this morning, Arcade1Up sent out several emails to the loyalty list and to their fan base about if you didn't get your pre-order in through the whole wave one debacles and people were still trying to find if Best Buy had it up, you could order it starting today at 9 a.m. Pacific. And to my surprise, it lasted a good while. And there was limited quantities in the past that went within minutes. Today, it actually lasted much, much longer. In fact, I was getting kind of worried that like, hey, maybe they oversold their stock and didn't have enough. But if you look, they had a couple of different things on their website for pre-ordering Marvel vs. Capcom. So let me just do this. Chrome tab here. Okay. This. Okay, so this is what I want to share. So this is the Arcade1Up website currently, where at the top it has the notify me, and it's already sold out again from pre-orders from the Arcade1Up website. But don't worry, there's other places you can still get it. But this order me lasted, I believe, at least an hour and a half. So for folks that really wanted it, it was there for a good hour and a half. It didn't sell out right away, for folks that were missing it and were waiting and wanted to get it. Great. But it did say for December delivery. So this is part of their second wave of cabinets coming in December with the Shop Hippo people. And so they also had links down here, and they just updated it. So it says available from our partners at Shop Hippo. It also said Walmart, Best Buy, and Target were also listed on here. I'm not sure why they took down those three sites, because I think those are still great links to the product sites. So Shop Hippo has the $5.99 release date, and it says 12/15. But here's where I wanted to talk about what happened with me. So I was on the website here, casually seeing that Fox was talking about it being available at Home Depot, and I've seen Australians and our buddies like Big Reese. Go check out Big Reese. He has a review out already. We're getting the cabinets. I saw She Lion get her cabinet today. In fact, at the top of the hour, go check out Game Time. She's going to do a live unboxing review with that group too. And I was like, I kind of want, is there a way for me to get this sooner? Because Best Buy, if you guys didn't know, Best Buy is waiting to ship out their stuff until I think it's end of December or end of October. So here is the bum, 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 bum. Okay, hold on, let me do this. Where did I put this? Okay. Desktop. Okay, this is terrible YouTube. All right, I have this up now. Okay, so Best Buy, when I ordered it through Best Buy, I think people have been asking, when is the Best Buy order going to come? And the Best Buy order has been saying, like, it's going to come when end of December, or sorry, end of October. End of October is the Best Buy ship date. So here is my Best Buy order on the screen. When I ordered it, I checked it today. I purchased this on September 8th. And it still says release date for your pre-order has not been announced. We will email you when it's ready. So people are getting this. The Australians are getting it. Sheline is getting it. I don't know where she ordered it from. I think the people that said they ordered from Walmart said they were getting it, right? That's where people were getting it sooner rather than later. So I started getting some FOMO, even though I already had a preview of the cabinet and wanted, like, I got to do my own kind of review content. I am still waiting to play this, put it in my home arcade and just have it. So this was my order. So going back to what Arcade1Up had on their website, they still had, as of like a couple of hours ago, their other retailers for Marvel vs. Capcom 2 pre-orders. So they had Target, Walmart. So here's a long story short. If you're still looking for an Arcade1Up cabinet, Walmart, as of today, as of right now, still has a $5.99 quote unquote pre-order that you can click and pre-order. And it says free shipping arrives by Thursday, October 13th. I did this about 2 hours ago, an hour ago, where I actually purchased this, and it said arrives by Wednesday, October 12th. So they're taking orders currently today, right now, as we speak, and you can get it from Walmart now for order next week. So if you placed an arcade1up.com order and are waiting till December, you could technically cancel that and get the Walmart one, which is still available, and get it next week. There are retailers, I bet Best Buy, I bet Walmart, maybe Target even, will start having this available for their first wave shipments, because pre-orders get canceled all the time. Things happen and change. But I saw this and was like, all right, if Walmart is legit, which we know it's a legit company, if they follow through and I get my cab by next week on October 12th, that's like almost 3 weeks earlier than I would have gotten it through Best Buy. So I'm like, I'm in the same exact boat as I was in last year when I pre-ordered Big Blue, because I just wanted it 3 weeks earlier. I'm going to see everybody else see it and have it. But what's the point of getting it earlier if, and here's the big if question, right? What's the point if the online play isn't available for Marvel vs. Capcom 2? That's the big question. The Australians and Big Rissy have mentioned that there's no online play yet. Seen anybody else post that there's no online play yet? So I don't know what the big reason is for getting it early, besides building it, getting it set up in my arcade, and then starting, unfortunately, a brand new account, because even though it's online compatible with my Marvel vs. Capcom 1, the counts don't sync up. So like WTF there, my record of 5,000 wins and 5,000 losses are not going to count on the new cabinet, because I have to create a new account. That's going to totally suck to like restart playing on a brand new account. That is absolute trash. I worked hard for my gold ranking in Marvel vs. Capcom 1, and to start over from the beginning is not going to be fun, but we'll see. But that's my story about how I ordered 2 cabinets. And so I have not yet canceled my Best Buy order yet. Best Buy is still scheduled to come at the end of the month. Maybe they'll say like, hey, we're going to follow suit with the other vendors and start shipping them out earlier. And if they do, I'm going to do the waiting game now, because since I ordered from 2 major retailers, I have the ability to return them in store super easily compared to getting it from Arcade1Up direct. And so that's the plan. I pre-ordered 2. I won't be keeping 2. I will be returning the one that comes later. Or if I can, I think Best Buy isn't even charging until the pre-order is ready to ship. And since the date hasn't come up, by next Wednesday, if Walmart fulfills through on their promise on their website saying, hey, October 12th is when you'll get your cabinets, then by next Wednesday, I'll be able to cancel the Best Buy one and be like, hey, that's available for somebody else to get if they want to. And Walmart today, if you ordered from Arcade1Up, maybe go order from Walmart and get it next week instead of waiting till December. So I'll drop the link to the Walmart listing in chat in case anybody wants to get there. But as of right now, instead of ordering through Arcade1Up Direct on their website because it's sold out and you want to wait till December, dude, just go to Walmart and get it next week. That's what it is. All right, let's check the chat and see if there's any questions. So Bish Sada says his order arrived today. That was a Walmart order. So Walmart for the win in terms of one of the big retailers. All right, Best Buy says it will come. How long of a piece of string? All right, what's the release date for MVC2? The real release date? I don't know. I think the original time frame was October. I don't know when. I think on the original GameFly leaks, MVC2 and NFL Blitz were both a November release date, like November 15th or something. Who knows? And Time Crisis was supposed to be the October release date. Think about that, right? Time Crisis on the GameFly leaks, that was super accurate, was supposed to be released before MVC2 and NFL Blitz. But that didn't come to fruition. We don't know what happened with Time Crisis, if it's going to be released this year. I think all signs point to it is something that might happen next year. But yeah, I don't know what the exact release date for MVC2 is. And there it is. Okay, let's see. A1Up just manufactures the machines and have the retailers pull. Wait for the pro version. It's not a bad idea. Capitan says, my buddies are wanting a get-together to play MVC2 once you get mine. Yeah, it's a fun way to play still. I think the in-person experience is still a little bit shoulder to shoulder. Like that cabinet design is definitely better than other ones. A little bit more spacious from the control panel layout standpoint. For somebody on like the edges, if you will. Like maybe I'll take that back. Like, I feel like it's a better design than the Gen 1. If I was playing that, I would rather be playing on that form factor than the Gen 1, like Marvel vs. Capcom 1 per se. So yeah, in-person experience. Okay, let's see what other questions and things are here. It's a shame that you can't transfer your records to the new cabinets. I know. That's terrible. GameStop has a 10/18 as the release date. I don't know anybody that's ordered it from GameStop. So I don't think even Arcade1Up's website had the GameStop listing as part of the one. So did Fox end up getting a legit order or not? I do believe he canceled, or he got his Target pre-ordered canceled and he ordered from somewhere else. I don't know if he actually ordered it from Home Depot, if that was true or not. But Home Depot was a retailer for the cabinet. So Matt Cooper says, one of the reasons why I haven't pre-ordered it is because who knows what's going to go on with the online. I can still play on my PS2 and emulators, so you are in no rush. Not a bad idea to kind of wait and see. If you're still skeptical about the online play, then it's not a bad idea to wait and see. This game is going to pull definitely more resources. At the moment was running FlyCast emulation was the system they were using, and it's very similar to the experience on Fightcade. And the Fightcade experience is pretty good, but sometimes the speed and the hardware that everybody's using at different PC levels could impact the play connection, but it's not that bad. The rollback is good on Fightcade for Marvel vs. Capcom 2. A lot of great pro streamers will play on Marvel vs. Capcom 2 and stream gameplay from there. So it definitely works in that setting. It's just a matter if they can consistently get it running on the Arcade1Up hardware, so that experience is the same. I can say from the Marvel vs. Capcom 1 experience online, I've played over 8,000 of those matches online and have had a blast playing it. So I hope the experience is as good as that. But we know that MVC2 hardware takes up a little bit more stuff. All right. Matt Asher says, this is why you buy from Walmart. It's a 2-minute drive to exchange it or return it. If it has issues. Good point. All right. Oh, Sheline was Walmart too? Good to know. All right. Walmart had the Tempest Legacy for 200 today, but you missed it. I think it was is it the one that has the riser too? That would have been a really screaming deal, but I think it was like the no lit marquee and no riser edition that was $200. Still a good deal, pretty. But if you like that cabinet, but the one you want to get is the lit marquee one, as well as the riser. The matching riser on the Tempest looks really nice and clean. All right, you got your MVC2 from Walmart this morning. Good job, the Tinkerer. Target is delivering on the 13th. Awesome, awesome. You think Arcade1Up will have serious financial problems if they can't get the online gameplay on Blitz or MVC2? Um, I don't know about like financial problems. I think their reputation will take a hit. Maybe financially, that would be like a future issue for their, people trusting the company. But financially, I think they'll have a bad more time trying to fix their reputation about getting quality gameplay for Blitz and MVC2 than financial problems. I think there's enough casuals out there that for especially a game like NFL Blitz, just having it in their game room to play when people come over is probably going to be more of that experience than competitive people playing against each other online. That's just my opinion, that it looks great in a game room and it looks fun to play. And I think a lot of new people to Arcade1Up will enjoy Blitz even without the online play. But that's not to say I'm giving them a pass or anything. I'm just saying like that's probably the experience people will have. MVC2, the competitive scene on MVC2, I think has shifted to Fightcade. I think the most serious players are there. I had the PS3 version, logged in and booted it up. I really don't see like people there looking for matches. But if you're playing like on in-person tournaments, people are still using old school Dreamcast to play the game when they're playing in person. So that's what I've seen from the MVC2 community. So I don't know how many hardcore people are looking to get the MVC2 cabinet to play online versus just having it as an arcade. So I think there'll be a big pushback from the fighting game community if MVC2 online isn't a great experience. I'm hoping it is, but we'll see. I did not get to test that. No, Ricky, you cannot have one. You can pre-order one if you want to. Do you think there'll be like other cabinets where they'll continue to get waves released past pre-order? I think so. I think the demand for this cabinet went up, so you should be able to pre-order them and get it pretty easily now, I think, even if it's not now, but for December. You ordered a second one from GameStop. You can confirm it's 1018. Ah, Mike, you did the same thing. You pre-ordered too. You ordered from GameStop, got the email that it's ready. That's awesome. You ordered from GameStop because you had $200 in gift cards to use. Yeah, use the gift cards wherever you want. C-Mart says your order was canceled today. You have Best Buy, Arcade1Up, and Walmart. You pre-ordered the VF25 Alto reissue this morning. Macross for life. That's right. C-Mart this entertainer. We're going to talk more Macross. Actually cleaned out my room, and I was, just as for you, C-Mart this entertainer, I was thinking about doing a stream where I was taking this VF1J transforming Valkyrie, which is amazing, and opening up the armored Valkyrie box set for it and installing it because I've been sitting on this for a while. This is the best Macross toy ever made, and this is the best looking armor set ever made, and it's freaking badass. So maybe a future stream or something. It'll just be a late night, but yeah, that's for you. These are hard toys to get and probably the same price as an Arcade1Up cabinet. All right, you pre-ordered first round, but you canceled it shortly before the reviews hit. So let me know why you canceled it and why you would be, why you would be interested in getting it again. Like why you canceled. I'm kind of curious. Our Walmart should have the no riser version for $379 in a month or so. Yeah, no lit marquee. What's up, Sarge? Bob Oif is here. Okay, you're really curious about what Arcade1Up is going to start shipping to Marvel vs Capcom 2. I think their first wave of people that ordered on September 8th with whatever low quantity that they had, I think should be getting them sometime mid-October as well. I think mid-October to late October is the timeline that like lines up with other folks, but I wouldn't be surprised. Show us your super ostrich, my man. Do I have a super ostrich? I do. It's right there. Yeah. So that's my super ostrich. That's a 160 ostrich. What's up, Pitbull? All right, Pitbull on Pinball Arcades. Let me tell you, Pitbull on. I got 5 minutes before I need to go. Pitbull, if you are here in the chat and you want to come on the show, I wanted to plug Pitbull because he told me and messaged me and said, "Hey, Pitbull is gonna be doing live streams, y'all. Pitball from the home arcade community, the dude with the biggest guns." And, this is kind of sad if I do this. He is going to be doing a live stream starting this weekend. And I wanted to just give him a quick plug. So if you want to join in for this last portion of the stream, I want to end this stream right at the top of the hour because game time hosted by the Tech Buzz, Glenn's Retro Show, I believe Wild Bill's Retro Gaming Show, and Sheline Gaming. They are doing a live stream where they're going to be unboxing and playing with the Marvel vs. Capcom 2. And since all of you are watching this Marvel vs. Capcom 2, we're going to redirect and go straight over to that live stream. So hang out here for just a few more minutes and we're going to redirect. But let's get Pitbull on the stream, man. Pitbull is live streaming. He's going to be live streaming in all capital letters. I love that. There it is. So when I get on here, Ralph Thomas says he has a Target pre-order and you're getting nervous. Ralph, yeah, man, I would definitely check in on it because at least Fox got his pre-order canceled and somebody else mentioned in the chat that they got their pre-order canceled too. MG says his pre-order from you ordered MVC2 from Target today and Time Crisis cabinet showed up. I think that's a little bit of a troll if I ever saw one. All right, let's see. See, Mike, that they own. Where is Burning Gundam? Mike, you can leave the stream. You can exit stage right because we don't do Gundam in this household. This is not a Gundam household. Macross and Transformers is where it's at. All right, see Mark did the email about the cancellation. Honestly, Bits Reviews gave you cold feet. You really hope the MVC2 hits the mark, but too many concerns on Wi-Fi support. That's fair. If you have kind of concerns about that online play experience, definitely wait and see is not a bad thing to do. Especially if you're okay waiting even a few months for these cabinets to drop in price. I think blitzes are going to be plenty in supply throughout the holiday season and perhaps into next year too. It'll be kind of like NBA Jam where they make many of them and many retailers will eventually put them down on clearance prices. So when Blitz hits that eventual price point, say like $400 or less, I might personally consider picking it up. At the moment, I don't have the space for it. It's not something that I envision myself playing regularly. So yeah, that's one of the reasons why I would pick it up. It was really great. I'm just telling myself that because it would be a good price, but I really don't have the space for a 4-player cabinet. But MVC2 might be like one of the last cabinets I get in my space before I have to really start reshuffling, getting rid of stuff. I got to make room for pinball, people. I pre-ordered a Godzilla premium pinball machine. I know it's several months till I get it, but I hope. All right, A-Tran Fanatic says, cool collections. You concentrate on toys you grew up with. Of course, everybody knows you are a G1 fan, for sure. Yeah, Mike. Yeah. Gundam, get out of here. Gundam is cute. That's what I'm talking about. All right, the man, the myth, the legend. We're going to finish saying, hey, to this gentleman, Pitbull. What's going on, man?
What's up, buddy? How are you?
Good. So you told me you were going to be doing your first ever live stream on your channel. Pitbull on Arcades and Pinball is the name of the channel. Oh, Pitbull on Pinball and Arcades. That's a mouthful, man.
Yeah, I can't help it, man.
Yeah, little something. Tell us what you're going to be doing on your first live stream that you think.
So what I'm going to do is there's a bunch of arcades around here. So I'm going to run to one of the biggest arcades, do a walkthrough, and then go to the go to the tables. Mm-hmm. And do a rundown of the tables he has in the arcade itself, start going over rule sets, exactly, what separates, which pinball from what, and then go from there. Take
nice. Take questions. Is it going to be Saturday or Sunday?
I'm going to probably do it on Saturday, I'm imagining, because on Tuesday, I'm going to TNT down to Todd Tucky's, and I'll be there for probably the major majority, excuse me, for the major majority of the morning. I'm gonna live stream from there too.
Nice.
And go through with Todd, go through a bunch of his pinball.
All right, here's what you need to do. Got one. If you're gonna be doing it from your phone and you're gonna be mobile, you're a little shaky right now. Okay, definitely get a gimbal if you don't have one. Do you have a phone gimbal?
I've got one.
You just don't want to put it on right now because I'm not good enough for your live stream. You're just like,
no, dude. Hey, listen, I was sitting in bed watching TV, and I came threw a shirt out of my hat so I could come down and talk to you.
Oh, good. MG says you should call your show Poop Shoot, and Bish Salad says you would have bigger arms in Pitball if you weren't fat and a lazy slob. So I hope you throw in some fun little tidbits on how to get swole like you, bro.
Well, listen, I will take questions on that if need be. If somebody has a question on, that stuff. But without a doubt, I mean, listen, like I said, like I talked with you before. I mean, as soon as we get this up and rolling, I want to do a whole, how to repair arcades, and for people to want to get into it, stuff that's easy to do to what to look for and how to refinish them. So I'll be doing all that stuff.
Nice. All right. Well, final thing, just because we're about to head over to the Game Time, folks. Again, if you have not pre-ordered Marvel vs. Capcom 2, and if that's your jam, Walmart still has it where you can order it and get it next week. You don't have to be able to play it in December. So do you still have Arcade1Ups? Is that something that you would be interested in a Marvel vs. Capcom 2, or is that not your jam?
I mean, I played it in the arcade. I mean, but in all honesty, I mean, like I was saying before, if they come out with the Star Wars in an XL version, I'm all on it.
I see. Got it. All right. XL or pros for the win. Console Kit says that you play naked in your Arcade1Up. I hope we can see some fun behind the scenes things. Justin, you better record that and show that off for the ladies. All right. If you don't know, check out Pitbull on Pinball and Arcades this weekend. Please, please, please share the link. I hope we can share that out to folks out and have a good time. I'll be checking
please
it out.
Do. You guys subscribe on my channel and go on there. I'll be more than happy to. I'm gonna show you guys a bunch of stuff you haven't seen before. So I'd be more than happy.
All right. Thanks, everybody. Go check out Game Time.
Much love, buddy, and I really appreciate it.
Absolutely. We're going to redirect you guys to Game Time. Check out She Lions Gaming, Tech Buzz, Glenn, and Bill's Retro Show. Or I think Endless One Up is covering for them. So we'll see you guys next time. See you, everybody. Bye.
Take it easy.